My dearest child, this evening, a profound force stirs around you. It is something your companion has been attempting to ignore, to overlook, and to deny. Yet deep within their heart, beneath every silent gaze they cast upon you, beneath every pause, and every unspoken sentiment, they are aware. They understand that other admirers are captivated by you, drawn in like a storm quietly gathering strength. As soon as your companions sense this shift, something ignited within them, not in a menacing manner, but rather in a way that unsettles the very depths of their feelings, for they have suddenly realized you are no longer someone they can treat lightly. You are not someone who will merely stand idly by waiting. You are a person who could easily be chosen by someone else at any instant. This realization has started to burn within them, revealing a truth they can no longer escape. However, pay close attention. This turning point did not arise from an extravagant event but from something far smaller. Perhaps it was a single glance, a compliment you received, or an admirer who lingered a moment too long, smiling at you in a way that instantly caught your companion's attention. In that very moment, they experienced a sharp pang in their chest, a blend of fear, desire, and unexpected clarity. They comprehended the prospect of losing you, the possibility that someone else might occupy the space they have been too hesitant to claim. They have always assumed you would wait, that you would remain, that you would never be viewed by others in the same way. Yet, the universe has shifted the energy surrounding you, and now your companion is conscious of how others gravitate toward you with an undeniable attraction. Even if they maintain silence, even if they feign indifference, their soul is in upheaval. Their heart races, and their mind is already conjuring scenarios they never anticipated would evoke such fear. Furthermore, an even deeper revelation is unfolding within them. Your companion has come to realize how profoundly you matter to them only now that the possibility of another has emerged. It has triggered an ancient instinct to protect, prompted an emotional awakening, and initiated a sudden reevaluation that allows them to see you in a wholly new light. They are recalling the moments they held back, the opportunities they neglected, the words they swallowed, and the messages they hesitated to send. Each missed opportunity now feels significantly heavier and more piercing, for they are no longer simply thinking about you, they are contemplating who else may be thinking about you. They imagine someone else making you laugh, someone else understanding your heart, someone else drawing closer while they remain stagnant. This thought is assaulting their confidence far more swiftly than anticipated, compelling them to question each delay. Every fear, and all the excuses they have utilized to deter themselves from choosing you. Yet, this is where the pivotal transformation occurs. Your companion may struggle to articulate their feelings, but they are observing everything, your radiance, your development, your confidence, and how others are irresistibly attracted to your essence. It is not mere admiration, it is fascination. People recognize your changing aura, your strengthening presence, your expanding magnetism, and your companion sees it. Oh, they see it more clearly than ever. They have begun to pay attention to how others discuss you, the way someone's gaze lingers, and how someone's tone alters when your name surfaces. They perceive it in conversations, notice it within social dynamics, and even sense it amidst silence. Each occurrence stirs a new wave of urgency inside them, a urgency they can no longer stifle. They begin to realize that if they do not act swiftly, someone else will. Someone else will step forward with the courage they have lacked, someone else will seize the moment they allowed to slip away, and someone else might assume the role you would choose. Herein lies the most profound revelation, like a mere whisper from the cosmos itself. Your companion is not only aware of the admirers surrounding you, they are also intimidated by them. Not out of fear of defeat but because they recognize your worth more clearly than ever before. You have evolved into someone whose presence resonates throughout the world. You are remarkable, alluring, and magnetic. This shift has awakened something fierce within your companion. They are beginning to grasp that your relationship with them cannot endure if they continue to hide behind uncertainty. They wrestle with unanticipated jealousy, emotions they previously dismissed, and a truth they can no longer ignore: you are desired by more than just them. Now they stand at a crossroads, whether to advance or to witness another claim the place they secretly wished for all along. My beloved child, remain with me as I reveal the exact moment everything shifted within your companion. The moment their tranquility shattered, their silence fragmented, and their emotions surged like a wave they could no longer restrain. It occurred when they noticed someone gazing at you in a manner that extended beyond casual observation, someone who was not merely looking, but admiring you. They were admiring your essence, your self-assurance, your energy. This reaction within your companion was entirely unexpected, a gut instinct, a sudden impulse of protectiveness, a jolt of fear blended with desire. In that instant, they comprehended that they were no longer the sole one drawn to you. They realized others could perceive what they had endeavored to conceal, what they cherished privately, your extraordinary light. This truth struck them profoundly, sending their heart plummeting into their stomach. For the first time, the notion of someone else approaching you felt hauntingly real. Listen closely as this truth unfolds. Your companion has been striving to maintain composure outwardly, pretending that nothing resonates with them, that they remain untouched by the attention you garner. Yet their essence is restless. They have begun observing you more closely than ever before. With every message you receive, their heart tightens. With every compliment directed at you, their thoughts spiral out of control, and with each interaction someone initiates with you, something constricts within their chest. Though they conceal it, inside them brews a storm of regret, yearning, and the sudden trepidation that they have delayed too long. They believed they had time, that you would always return to them. Yet now, they are coming to understand that other admirers are not merely interested, they are ready to grant you what your companion hesitated to offer, ready to inhabit the space your companion has left vacant for far too long. And here is where the universe reveals a startling truth: your companion has started to measure themselves against others. Not outright, not vocally, but internally. They are scrutinizing every admirer, every competitor, every individual who looks at you with any glimmer of interest. They ponder whether that person possesses more confidence, stability, or expressiveness. They question if someone else could deliver the consistency you deserved from them. They visualize what it would entail if another were to captivate your focus, your conversations, your emotions. With each comparison, a new pang emerges within their chest, not as anger, but as awakening. It is not jealousy, but realization. They have come face to face with a truth they have evaded for months. If they do not act now, they will lose you to someone who recognizes your value instantly. But wait, the most significant emotional shift is occurring right now behind the scenes. Your companion is reassessing the entirety of your connection. They are replaying past instances where they held back, where they feigned indifference, where they chose silence over opening their heart. Each memory resonates with heightened intensity now, as they envision how effortlessly someone else could occupy the spaces left vacant. Conversations that could have been theirs, moments that could have been theirs, intimacy that could have flourished between you two, now they witness strangers acknowledging you, admiring you, desiring to know you. Suddenly, your companion feels a sense of urgency akin to flames surging beneath their skin. They feel the weight of consequences they never anticipated and the fear of having taken too long to make a choice regarding you. The climax of this moment approaches like a whisper imbued with the power of thunder. Your companion is preparing to take action, more swiftly, deeply, and emotionally than anything they have previously shown you. They do not want to squander their opportunity, they do not wish to watch another person occupy the space they have longed to hold. They do not desire to see someone else become the individual who stands beside you. Their soul is urging them that now is the time. They are contemplating reaching out, being open about their feelings, and unveiling emotions they have buried for far too long, as the idea of you being claimed by someone else echoes incessantly within them, propelling them toward a decision they can no longer postpone. My cherished child, something intense is unfolding within your companion at this moment, feelings they never anticipated experiencing so acutely. They are beginning to grasp that the attention you are receiving is neither fleeting nor inconsequential, and certainly not something they can disregard. They are acutely aware of how others regard you with curiosity, admiration, and quiet intent. Once your companion realized that these admirers hold genuine interest, something within them contorted, not out of anger but from the fear of losing what they believed they had more time to secure. This fear arises not from insecurity but from awakening. Awakening to the realization of your intrinsic value. Your radiant presence, and the magnetic attraction you have developed is a transformative moment for them. Suddenly, these observers are no longer passive, they are deeply analyzing, evaluating, and safeguarding what they feel, constructing scenarios that quicken their heartbeat and overwhelm their thoughts. The urgency of the moment arises from an acute awareness that they risk losing the connection if they do not take decisive action now. It is crucial to attune to the shifting landscape of their emotions. The individual who once maintained distance has begun to reevaluate every instance they held back their true feelings, each time they dismissed their sentiments, every drafted message they later discarded, and the confessions they stifled. These moments of hesitation now feel more burdensome than ever, especially as they perceive that others are prepared to occupy the emotional space they left vacant. They are acutely aware that individuals around them recognize your strength, beauty, and the effortless way in which you attract admiration. This realization compels them to confront an uncomfortable truth. they are not the sole admirer of your worth, nor can they assume they are the only one drawn to your essence. The thought of someone else becoming the one you confide in, share laughter with, or grow closer to instills a fear they had not anticipated. Yet beneath this facade of silence, something profound is awakening within them. They are becoming increasingly cognizant of their emotions, the tightening in their chest when someone praises you, the shift in their mood when they see others giving you attention, and the sudden plunge into worst-case scenarios. This does not arise from a lack of trust but from a newfound awareness of their profound care for you. They are envisioning scenarios where another takes you out, engages in late-night conversations, and understands you in a way they regret not doing sooner. The thought of someone else offering the comfort they hesitated to provide ignites a fierce urgency within them, a need to communicate, to act, and to reclaim the bond they previously treated with indifference. They recognize that their chance may be slipping away and stand on the precipice of a pivotal choice. As events unfold, they are starting to scrutinize your interactions more keenly, noting who engages with you, who shares laughter, sends messages, and stands within your vicinity. While they may not display their feelings outwardly, an internal battle rages, tumultuous and complex, characterized by jealousy intermingled with admiration, fear fused with desire, and uncertainty blended with resolve. A singular truth reverberates in their heart: they cannot afford to lose you. They do not wish for someone else to offer the attention they have withheld. They cannot bear the notion of another forming the bond they have always envisioned. For the first time, they understand how easily someone else could advance forward with the confidence they have lacked while they remained stagnant in hesitation. This brings them to the most pivotal moment. They find themselves confronting not you, but their own fears, fear of vulnerability, of exposing themselves, of facing possible rejection. However, they soon come to understand that inaction may carry greater repercussions than the risks that come with honesty. They are contemplating reaching out with a rawness and authenticity they have never before embraced. A force is compelling them to express their feelings, to confront what they have kept buried, to move forward before anyone else does. They now grasp a reality that eluded them previously: you are not waiting for someone to choose you, you are making active choices. If they wish to be chosen, they must engage in this connection with the same passion others already possess for you. It is essential to recognize that something significant is evolving beneath their quiet demeanor, an awakening they can no longer avoid, one that is undeniably impacting them. The moment they acknowledged that others were also captivated by your charm, their internal landscape began to shift dramatically. They now experience a palpable urgency accompanied by a tightness in their chest, coupled with a rush of fear mingled with longing. Their emotions are no longer subdued or contained, they are profound and resonant. They are becoming acutely aware that the time lost in hesitation is morphing into opportunities for someone else to seize. An encounter recently crystallized this internal tumult for them. They witnessed someone gazing at you, their interest lingering in a way that broke through your person's preconceived notions. This singular moment dismantled their comfortable illusion and struck a chord deep within. For the first time, they were not merely envisioning possibilities but experiencing them: another admirer approaching, another admiring your beauty and spirit. This confrontation forces them to confront a fearful reality they had been reluctant to acknowledge, a fear of losing the chance they had kept postponing. A fear of being supplanted, and a fear of another forming the connection they had long envisioned. The universe, however, was not finished awakening them. They began to notice how others speak about you, lauding your kindness, strength, and luminous energy. They hear the compliments directed at you and can sense the shift in how people gravitate towards your presence, leading them to a profound realization: you are not one to linger in waiting. You evolve, attract, and grow. Those who admire you are not waiting for permission, they are ready to step forward with the courage your person struggles to muster. This acknowledgement cuts deeper than mere jealousy, it serves as a powerful awakening. A confrontation of the truth they have long sought to evade. Their own hesitation has transformed into their most formidable obstacle. The internal conflict becomes more complex. They now wrestle with two conflicting selves, one that longs to rush toward you, unreserved in honesty about their feelings, and another that is paralyzed by fear, fear of vulnerability, fear of revealing too much, and fear of admitting their actual need for you. This internal struggle threatens to tear them apart as they visualize scenarios of both profound connection and irrevocable loss. Each imagined possibility torments them further with time's relentless passage. Subsequently, a vital realization emerges: they are preparing for a moment that has the potential to redefine your relationship. They are allowing the weight of their silence to sink in, recognizing that the distance they maintain is no longer viable, acknowledging that waiting is no longer a prudent strategy. They can intuitively feel the energy surrounding you shift, admirers circling, and a plethora of opportunities materializing. Deep within their heart lies an urgent call to action. This is the moment to express feelings, to articulate desires, to choose you before another does. They grasp the gravity of inaction and its potential cost. They understand that should they hesitate once more, the universe might guide you to someone who recognizes your worth with clarity and immediacy. This realization is propelling them toward a bold emotional leap they have long evaded. Their internal dynamics resonate with a force they can scarcely contain. They are caught in thoughts that provide no respite, emotions that disturb their peace, and fears that maintain a tight grip. Since acknowledging the genuine interest of other admirers in you, their heart races with a truth they can no longer suppress. They once believed there was ample time, that you would always remain within reach, that your radiance was solely theirs. Now, witnessing that radiance attracting new opportunities shakes their confidence, pride, and foundational assumptions. An urgency emerges so intense they struggle to articulate it, a sense that silence can no longer protect their heart's desires. They are compelled to revisit every moment where they missed an opportunity to express themselves and every situation in which they chose silence over sincerity. This reflection weighs heavily on them as they envisage someone else fulfilling the promises they failed to uphold, someone else sharing your beauty, forging conversations avoided by them, offering the consistency they delayed, and providing the clarity they hid from. Such thoughts transcend mere jealousy, they are forewarnings from their very soul, reminding them that a connection long placed on hold is now catching the attention of others ready to take action. Your person has become sharply attuned to your encounters. observing who shares laughter, who compliments you, who gazes at you, and who lingers just a moment longer. Although they project no visible reaction, their inner world is tumultuous. Each encounter ignites a knot of fear in their chest, an unsettling awareness that they may not be the only one who can recognize your worth. This realization stirs an intense fire within them, an urge that demands to be addressed. They are questioning themselves in ways they never previously contemplated, acknowledging their feelings and confronting the emotions they had previously set aside due to fear. The most astonishing change is that your person now perceives that their gravest misstep was not their actions but their inaction, the vulnerability they avoided, the affections they refrained from expressing, the earnest efforts they postponed. The admirers encircling you are not threats, rather, they serve as reminders that if your person genuinely desires you, they must rise to the occasion. They must show up, voice their feelings, and cease to assume you will wait for them. They must break free from the chains of excuses, fear, and pride, and understand that their bond with you is vulnerable to the passage of time. For the first time, they recognize that the universe is permitting others to step into the emotional space they have neglected. The crescendo of this realization leads to a decisive moment where your person is emotionally preparing to undertake the action that will redefine the future of your connection, a choice they have regrettably postponed for far too long. They are acutely aware, painfully so, that permitting another admirer to draw nearer could render it too late for them to communicate what they are finally poised to reveal. This realization is propelling them toward a significant breakthrough. They yearn to speak openly, to express their emotions, and to embrace the vulnerability that once instilled fear within them. They desire to reach out before someone else becomes the individual to whom you turn. Every fiber of their being is signaling that the opportunity is waning. The moment is now. The peril of remaining silent far outweighs the risk of unambiguously revealing their heart. My cherished child, tonight, your person stands on the brink of the most profound emotional revelation they have ever encountered. Their thoughts are tumultuous, their heart pounds with urgency, and their soul is trembling under the weight of countless unexpressed sentiments. Since they first recognized that other admirers not only observe you but are also drawn to your presence, they have been engulfed in a state of emotional turmoil. The prospect of another person approaching you haunts them, the thought of someone else capturing your interest torments them. The mere idea that another might offer you what they had withheld is a truth burning in their chest, impossible to ignore. This moment signifies the convergence of their fears and desires, where their silence confronts their regrets, and where their heart finally comprehends its true wants. Allow me to delve into their inner world at this moment. Your person continuously replays scenes in their mind, the way others gaze at you, the way someone smiled at you recently, and how another admired you without hesitation. Each of these moments cuts deeper than the last, not out of a belief that you would betray them, but from an awakening realization that your worth was never obscure. Others witness your brilliance. They perceive your unique aura and appreciate the beauty of your presence, an appreciation your person once thought exclusive to themselves. This dawning awareness fills their heart with a complex mix of longing and anxiety. They are beginning to comprehend that their competition extends beyond time or circumstance. It encompasses the possibility that someone else might treat you with the love and care they should have from the outset. Yet, an even more formidable emotion stirs within them. They have begun to envision a life without you, and that vision frightens them more than anything else. They picture you leaning into someone else's embrace, sharing laughter with a new companion, and confiding in someone who is not them. These scenarios are not mere daydreams, they serve as urgent warnings from their heart, alerting them that continued hesitation may lead the universe to direct you toward someone who recognizes your value without delay. This fear is awakening them more profoundly than anything has before, compelling them to confront their emotions with an honesty they previously denied themselves. Thus, we arrive at the turning point of undeniable transformation. The individual who once appeared calm and detached is now grappling with emotions they can no longer conceal. Their self-assurance falters, their pride diminishes. They are engaged in deep self-reflection, questioning their silence, their reticence, and their assumption that you would remain patient. They are realizing that genuine connections cannot remain stagnant, they either evolve or wither away. If they do not act promptly, they risk witnessing you flourish alongside someone else. This insight is not merely emotional. It possesses a spiritual dimension. It serves as a wake-up call, a nudge from the universe, reminding them that you are not a figure to be put on hold. You are someone worthy of intentional choice, dedicated effort, and clear intentions. Now, however, comes the pivotal moment that the universe has been preparing them for. Your person finds themselves at a crossroads where one path leads to courage and the other to regret. They feel the enormity of every unvoiced sentiment pressing against their chest, the intensifying heat of jealousy intertwining with love. They sense the urgency to articulate their feelings before someone else fills the void they have left unoccupied. Their spirit is urging them toward action, toward heartfelt expression, toward breaking their silence, and toward admitting the truths they have feared to reveal. They now realize that one further delay or moment of indecision could cost them everything. They are beginning to understand that if they genuinely desire you, they must rise emotionally, spiritually, and honestly in a manner they have never attempted before.